We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here we go from Denver. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards over the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Vidal. And he'll get this out to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and inches.
On the give, it's Vidal. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Chargers, first down. It's a gain of 6. And
The tight end in motion right. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Again to Haskins up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it.
Nick Benito. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Throwing Nix. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. This second and 4.
Pickup of 6 brings up second and 4.
To throw is Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 12.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Pat Surtain up to make the play. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 11.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Haskins now on first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Chargers first down.
They'll run with Patterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Now Haskins on a give left side. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Lance now on third and goal. And he is going to go down. Bonito. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Broncos offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Operating from the gun is Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there, 14 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. In motion, the tight end. Now Lance. It'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Off of play action, here's Lance. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Lutz with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hand off now. It's Haskins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So they snap it at 1, and that just felt rushed. It didn't feel right from the start.
It's not that snap it at 1 because you're trying to bleed the clock and everyone knows what you're trying to do and you're all on the same page as an offensive unit. In this case, there was an element of hurrying, beat the clock, and when you do that, sometimes you just need to step back, take the time out, and regroup.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a look.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 8.
Broncos 14.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll go again with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
The give is to McLaughlin. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
To throw. Here's Nix. Sutton rolling it in on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Nick's going to give this to Bidet. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Nix. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Working from the gun, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down. A gain of 15.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Lance going to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Third and 19. From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Nix from the shotgun. That's complete to Troutman right side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Nix to the air. They'll swing this out to Harvey. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harvey. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
7-yard gain. And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Third down and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down.
Harvey is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
What a stand this will be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From 28 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing now is Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
to try to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns of 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
From midfield, here's Lance.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Lad McConkey,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Chargers get a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chargers 16.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Carry from McLaughlin. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Well, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Chargers 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing Nix. This one swung out to Vaughn. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
The Broncos field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 28. 111 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And Lance now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Bidet. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That's another Broncos first down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
At the Chargers' 41-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw, here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Straight ahead they go with Bidet. And he stopped immediately there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it's Bidet. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll try it now with Harvey. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Chargers 1st down. A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
Shotgun now for Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And that's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
It's a pickup of 3.
And Lance going to throw.
And 7 at the Broncos.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this boundary. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Next to the air. He'll try and do this himself. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. The defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
It's 4th down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Chargers, first down.
Throwing now is Lance. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 45 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 26.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Broncos about set to go on offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Once more with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Denver, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.